I've never been.
So we'll start.
Sorry.
No, no worries. I was interested in hearing about your summer vacation too. So we're gonna roll back and have your head to tail supported on the length of your roller. And then from here, just be sure that your head and neck are comfortable. You can extend the arms out to the side, put enough support onto your head, and also possibly a little cushioning under the back of your skull if you feel like your forehead is falling backwards away from your chin. Narrow the legs in about 4 to 5 inches apart, and we'll just let the blades sink as you rock from one side to the other, tipping the body around the curve of the roller and taking on the shape of that roller underneath you with the torso, particularly with the chest and the shoulder blades, hugging the roller beneath you. So shift your weight from one side to the other, curve the side of the body around the curve of the roller. And you can feel this will shift the shoulder blades laterally and then back again as you apply the pressure from the roller and then release it. Then we'll come back to center and curve the arms up, big hug, big embrace as the arms lift. Pull the air in towards you and then exhale. Breathe out from the very bottom of your lungs as the arms slowly descend. And rise again. Inhale to lift. Breathe in as deeply as you can to the bottom of your lungs and exhale slowly. You want to have a breath still to expel at the end of the movement. Inhale, arms rise. Gathering the air in so you pull it easily into your body and then exhale, press the air out. It escapes into the atmosphere. Imagine that pushing the arms aside. And we come up one more time. The blades are heavy, they're still sinking to the ground, even as they move sideways, the weight of the roller. And then feel the weight of the shoulder blades as they draw in to hug the roller under your body. We lift the arms up and point the fingers to the ceiling, arms shoulder width. Inhale, lift the arms up high, and exhale, pull the blades down. So shrugging the shoulders, they move away from the ground, and then release back down towards it. The hands drive the shoulders up, and then the shoulder blades pull the hands down. Energy from reaching up to your fingertips. And then notice the weight of your body where it's supported on the roller and where it's floating above the support of the roller. Feet are also grounded here. Be sure you have equal weight right foot, left foot. Front of the foot, back of the foot on each side. I like to feel the collarbones spot up as the shoulder blades widen and lift, and then the collarbones widen and drop as the blades sink down. Now here, turn the palms forward and exhale, lengthen the arms down at your side. On the inhale, both arms go to the ceiling and exhale back by your ears. Yawn your body open, feel like stretch, and then bring the arms forward and exhale all the way forward and down. We do that again. Rising on the inhale and exhale, pressing down behind you. And then the arms will lift slowly and exhale all the way forward and down. Going up again and exhale. Press back here. Reversing direction. Exhale all the way down. Let's lift again. Inhale and exhale in each direction. The arms slide as far forward towards the end of the mat as possible. Now just lift the right arm up and back. And we'll switch. Inhale. One arm forward, one arm back. Try to hold the rib cage grounded as you bring the arm back as far as you can without displacing the ribs. Fingers reach long. As the arm goes to the back, try to keep your straight. And then both arms to the ceiling, exhale, glide them forward and long at your side. Next, we'll take the hands to your shoulders and pull the elbows in for circles, going in and up, and then exhale out wide, around and down. So really shrugging the shoulders, getting a deep tissue massage here as the blades move above the roller. And you slide and glide them up, down, and around with your arms. Complete the circle. And then we'll reverse it. Down and wide, up, around, and in. Full breath for circle. We start with a deep inhale and then a walk or slow exhale. To finish the circle, I release the abdominal wall. Okay, let's bring the arms forward, stretch them out. And arms go up and all the way back by your ears, circle wide around you forward. At the end, turn the palms down, we lift again. Reach out, press back. Exhale a little further out into space with every repetition. Palms down. Lift again one more time. Feel the stretch in your waist from that side and cut the arms to the air. Now we're going to reverse it. So palms up to circle out to the side and back, lifting the arms a bit as they go behind you. Exhale, press the arms forward, lengthen it down parallel to your roller and bring it out again. Big stretch here. What we probably all should have done when we first got up this morning, and let's take it out again. Reach and then exhale, push forward and down. Down the arms, elbows wide, thumbs together, index fingers together. And we press gently as we take the arms back, swing them back, the blades slide towards your tail. Exhale, the blades get heavy as the arms lift. And then as the arms go forward, think bring the elbows forward, the shoulders move away from your ears. So we just move back and forth here, moving the collarbones, rolling around our axis to move the arms back and then forward again. Couple more of these. Stretching the body long across the length of the torso, bring the hands back from the pelvis, and one more time. And all the way down now. So stretch the arms down your side. We'll just do a couple of defaults here. So again, 4 to 5 inches apart with your feet. Maybe just have your fingertips on the mat, taking the rest of the arm and the hand off. As you inhale, we'll pick up the right knee, but keep heaviness, weight in the right hip. So the pelvis stays level here on top of your roller. Exhale, take the leg out, use the full exhalation to get the toes of the ball of the heel into the ground. Stand into the right foot and we pick up the left. The knee lifts vertically right over the hip joint, and then you pay that out a little bit at a time. So as releases the leg forward, you want to feel the control and still your abs against the weight of the leg movement. And now here the right one comes up again. Full breath to lift it, full exhale to lower it. And now for the left. So keeping work on the inside of the right leg and the right foot, as if both legs were against the wall, one leg pressed into it, the other leg sliding along it. Now we'll go to the right knee lift with the left arm. Just reach the knee and the fingertips to the ceiling, and exhale, lower everything down. And the foot touches at the same time, and now the left knee and the right arm go up. The left hip and the right shoulder blade are still heavy. And we'll bring that down. Touch the ground, hand and foot. And again, right knee, left arm up to the ceiling. And now extend the leg up, bring the arm back by your ear. Bend the knee and lift the arm to 90 degrees and exhale, everything goes down. Other side. So we pick up the left knee and the right arm to vertical here. Extend the leg reaching the foot to the ceiling as the arm goes back by your ear. Stretch the hamstring. Lift the arm, bend the knee, and exhale, everything sinks into the floor. You rest into the ground there. For 7 things. Right knee, left arm goes up to the ceiling. Extend the leg as the arm reaches back. Bend the knee, lift the arm up, and exhale all the way down. Of course, you can always have your elbow on the ground, the palms on the ground, if you need a little more support. Left knee, right arm up. Extend the leg, the arm stretches behind you, maybe parallel to the ground. Then lift the arm to the ceiling, bend the knee, and exhale, bring everything down under control. Good, it's been a while since we practiced any of that. So here we're going to slide off to the side. And bring the roller across under our hips. And then once you lay down, bring it up. And the roller goes across under your sit bone. Moving onto the roller here. Let's exhale, bring both legs up and press them together. The beginner leg with bent knees, knee sways. So the knees go over to the right, but turn your head to the left, really twisting the spine at each end. Exhale, press through your arms, pull back to center, lift the nose, and then the knees continue to the left as you turn your head to the right. Hold the right shoulder blade into the back surface. Exhale. Squeeze the roller in with your arms, do a little more work in your abdominals. And here we go, legs fall to the right as you look left. Just really enjoy that slow massage across the glute. Exhale, come back. Particularly when you roll into the SI joints on either side of the sacrum. Should feel like a good release for that part of the lower back area. Exhale back to center. Now we're just going to take the knees over to the right. Again, stay there, do little circles with your knees. Massage out the glute. Reverse the direction. Back to center. Other side. Circle here. And then reverse. Lower the feet. And if you're lit for a second, let's sit up for a moment and just say goodbye to our friend from Germany, our last class here before she heads home. It's been so great having you as part of the class this semester. Yeah.
Fantastic, everybody. Had a really great experience as well.
So sweet. Safe travels and good luck at your new school.
Thanks. Have a great summer. Bye.
All right. And now here, lift again. Supporting yourself on the roller and then extending the legs up to the ceiling for scissors. The right leg is back, the left leg is forward. And then we'll switch the legs. Slide them through the air, cut in the air like two knives or a pair of scissors. And we can reach again. Trying to pull the leg back far enough to feel a stretch in your hamstring, and far enough forward to get a little opening in the head. Breathing through it, just inhale for one sweep and exhale for the next. And then both legs up in the air, exhale, rotate for your side splits. And pull the thighs together to close the heels. We do that again, inhale, open. Exhale, separate the legs and settle, and exhale, pull it tight. One more time. And exhale, all the way up. And then left leg in the air as the right leg goes sideways. Weight in the left hip. Exhale, drag the leg up. Take your time. Not so much momentum, but a lot of strength. And then pull the left leg down. Exhale to lift here. And take it down the curve, down the rainbow. Exhale, pull it up. Take your time now to do that again. And exhale to lift. Good. We'll bend the knees and exhale, lower the feet. Adjust the roller if you need to, and just stretch your left leg forward. Bend the knee is necessary if you really need to lessen the stretch for the right knee into your chest. And then we can add the left arm going back to the full front line on the left side. Just so you can also do this if you don't have a roller, you can always do it in a book or yoga block. Try to maintain the inside line of your legs so you feel weight on the inner edges of your feet so that you're not rotating externally through the upper thigh. We'll bring the arm back, we'll slide the foot back and then to the right side, first the leg. You feel really different on each side when the arm goes back. Work from where you are, right? And make any adjustments or accommodations you need so it feels really great in your body and not like you're forcing the stretch. Full breath in to lengthen out through your inhaler, out through your fingertips, out through your toes. And exhale to be aware of where your weight is. Sinking into the ground, into the roller. Both arms, with legs. full stretch. Here, the legs can go to externally. And feel the stretch in your skin, the tissue, and the muscles, everywhere. One more deep breath in. And sigh the air out. We'll bring the hands forward, the knees in. Lift off the roller and take it out from underneath you. And we'll just stretch the legs forward for a roll up. Up to your back. And then we'll lift the arms, lift head, neck, and shoulders, big exhale. Up and down over the belly, this back. So does the waist as your head comes down between. And then we'll stay low here, pull the tail up. Lengthen out through the soles of your feet, to the center of each foot. And input your spine one vertebra at a time into the ground. You know, you always have the option to the theraband here around your legs. And also weights at the ankles. Up, round the back as you pull the weights back. You're in the bit of a C-curve spine, either a ball. And then think of that ball rolling up your belly, over your chest, over your throat. And take another ball back with your hands and rest it on the ground behind you. Let's lift again once more. Big exhales, pick up the ribcage and dive forward, stretching out. And we're going back to make it into our rollovers. If you want, otherwise you can continue doing this. So once you're down, the arms circle around at your side and you'll bend your knees into your chest. Pull the legs up to the ceiling. We bring them forward away from the chest. So inhale, we swing the legs up, exhale. Push the arms, lift your hips, and the legs come over sort of parallel to the ground. Lowering the legs, lowering the feet will give you more stretch in the back of your legs. And then we can come down, roll the shoulders up as you press into the inner edges of your arms with your hands to bring the body all the way down. And then stretch the legs forward to your working level. And we lift again. Legs together, coming up and over. Open the legs down, flex the feet. And get more stretch into the hamstrings and the calves. Really push the heel of your hand down to help delay your descent to the floor. Close the legs, point to go up and over. Exhale, the tail rises and curves over your ribs, over your chest. Legs together, flex, and down we go. Now here, point the feet open and close. We go over with the feet in a soft point, and reflection, and the legs together. Open, flex, and bring yourself down. Try to drop the thighs in towards your front of your torso. And extend the legs forward, close, up and over again. Push into the floor, lift here. Open, flex, and take it on down. One more like that, the legs go forward, light close, and go up and over your head. Open, flex, and down you go. Input your spine, vertebra by vertebra, into the mat. All right, legs together, and we go with the left leg, leave the right leg up in the air, maybe at about a 45-degree angle for our trig. So here, coming up, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, look to the inside of the leg. Lift your hand first to the back of the thigh. Walk your hands up your leg, and come up to really sit up tall, wide collarbone. If the leg is too high, you have to lower it, otherwise you're not coming out no matter how flexible or strong you are. Right? And then we curl the tail up. Nice recovery. All the way down here, stretch the arms forward at your side, and rest that. And then we have the hip forward off the ground, look up your leg again. Pull yourself up. Sit up tall, let your gaze go out as far as possible into the woods in front of you. And we're going on right down. We're still looking at this beautiful space, right? And here we lift one more time. Over a difficult variation of roll up. We're looking in the air. And then we're going to the top. You're going to Inhale to lift the leg, bending the elbows wide, and exhale, release it down. You can always bend the knee a little bit, as much as you need to, as long as you still feel the stretch in the back of your thigh here. Try to really sit as close to being on top of your sits bones as possible. And now let's lift the leg, release it, or you can walk your hands down, but reach out to the center of the foot, reach out to your fingertips, and bring your body slowly to the mat. We're gonna come down, lift that leg up, and scissor switch the legs. So right leg down, left leg up, and then maybe lower it to a place where you think you can get upright, right? And now lift your head down to the midline of your body. Your gaze goes to the inside of your leg as you walk your body up and try to reach up your halo and up to your heart. And then you stretch out through both legs, both feet. One leg pressing down, the other one leg getting out into space. Work yourself down, stretch the arms long and back. And we lift again. Sit tall here, and back we go. Do a little bit, we're working your release this way. And we come up again. And sit tall. Inhale, pull the leg up, bring it a little closer to your left chest, and release it out and down. Lift, and then release it one more time. Take it out, take it to a place where you're going to try. See if you can maintain both legs in position as you go down with your spine. The legs can reach longer, but you're trying not to drop them. These look great, good job. And then we lift the leg up to the ceiling. And now go ahead and fold the knees into your chest. Pull both in, like the band, and just some little circles here in these stirrups. And reverse the direction. All right. So here, let's come up for our hundreds. Lift your head and chest, extend the legs out, extend the arms forward. And so pumping the arms, inhaling and exhaling. Try to press the tips of the blades into the ground and keep pulling the upper back away from the back. Inhale to feel like coming up through your head, out through your toes. Exhale, the belly sinks into the curve of your spine as you push it into the floor. The arms are long, letting up and down the wall in front of you. The gaze is fixed down in the navel. See if you can watch your breath, expand the body from the inside out, and then knit it together outside in. The arms really pushing the air. Get a little breeze in here. You can use that today. Deep full breath into the bottom of your lungs and push it out from there as well. All right, and then we can pull the knees in, lay your head back, and rock your head side to side. Release your neck, stretch out your lower back. And then today, let's go into the more advanced leg circles. So we'll start with the right leg, pull it into your chest. And then lift the leg up to the ceiling, arms long at your side, some kind with the front. Inhale as you bring the leg across the body, take the leg up a little bit, and keep the right shoulder down. Push the leg forward. Coming down up to the back, your left shoulder to the waist of the right leg. Hold the left side as you pull the leg down to the ceiling. Do that again. So the leg leads the right hip off the ground, the waist, and maybe the bottom of the ribs, but the shoulder blade is grounded. Go low, external rotation as you bring the leg out to the right, and then up to the ceiling in neutral. Short deep inhale begins the movement. Long, slow exhale carries you through it into the very top. Do two more like this. You spiral off the mat, keeping the shoulder girdle grounded. Go out to the top, lengthen up to the sole of the foot, summit toes. One more time. The inhale only lasts the first quarter of the circle, the exhale continues to the top. Now we pause for the reverse. Out to the side, externally rotate the right leg and then sweep it across, drag it up, and lift it to the ceiling. And again, the right side is your mobile side, and the left side is your stable side in this first set. So both hips are down as the leg moves to the right. And then the right hip slides off the mat. And then back down onto it as you finish the circle again. And just like in single leg circles with the hips down, the stability of whatever part of your body you're keeping grounded is just as important as the reach of the leg, circling. Hopefully everyone feels the core here. And then we can lift the leg up. Good. And just like take your right hand under the thigh, you bring the leg out to the side. Give it a little support, and then pull that leg towards your shoulder and away. And exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling and hug it into your chest. We'll slide it forward. Check out your legs. You still get a different sensation, right? More length, more external rotation. Even though we're not using the bare hand, well, you could, right? You still get that release in the hip and the feeling of openness in the body. So let's pull the left knee in. And then extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Reach up here. Take a little bit forward and we circle. Inhale, cross to the right and exhale, go low. Keep reaching out to the center of the foot. Right? Imagine that you are using the band, you're pushing the band into a bigger stretch as the leg reaches further and further out into space with every circle. And now, of course, the right side is a stable side and the left side is free to move off the mat, then onto it with control. So this is really deliberate. This is just throwing the leg around in a big circle. You want to feel the work of doing it, both as you straight off the mat and then also as you come back on the shoulder. Come here to the top, we pause and reverse. Exhale, rotate, move the left leg to the left, and then super low, drag it across. The hip follows the foot, and then the foot follows the hip a little down. Reach out again, circle all the way around, and up to the top. And let's do that here. Push the other side. It's always useful to think of like moving through water, that you have to push aside, and then feel the weight of it as the weight of your leg moves the water into the space. One more circle, breathe through it, lock, exhale, the belly feels tight at the very top. And then your left hand can support the weight of the leg as we take it out to the left. And you can rock the leg a little bit here while holding the right side rounded. Maybe putting your hand on the right hand for the press to ensure it's stable. Exhale, lift the arm up. And then hugging in. You definitely want to release that leg forward, just check it out. Shake out the legs. So much better than in, right? And then we can pull both knees in, hold onto the back of your thighs, and rock forward and up, rolling with the ball. Go through to the mat. Your hands can be at your thighs or to the shins. Elbows wide. And we're going to curl the tail up, lift the tail a little back to your shoulder blades. But in the air, exhale forward, back where you started. And the gaze stays on the navel over the sides. Keeping the curvature in your neck and the rest of your spine. It's really helpful, of course, to start with inhale, but exhale. As soon as the tip of the blades touch, you're exhaling, now carry it forward to where we started again. One more time, going back, and exhale forward. A little tour, I think. So here we go. We're going into the ab series. Pull the right leg in, extend the left leg out. And you pull the leg in tight, elbows wide. Inhale to switch. One leg pulls in, the shin pushes up into the hands and vice versa, hands into the legs. Breathe through this, the leg stretches long, and then pulls in tight to the bottom. Relax foot, soft point, gaze down your midline. And here, pull the left leg in, pull the right leg to the double leg stretch. Everything yawns open. Circle wide with the arms and embrace it. But when you start, you might just be having arms and legs vertical, and then pull everything in. And as you advance, the arms and legs go lower. Create a little more challenge for your body to try not to fall flat out of your shape of the upper curl. One more time, stretch yourself open, exhale, pull it tight. And here, scissors, right leg up, left leg long and forward, inhale and switch. And exhale, let's switch again. You want to reach as high up on the leg as possible. And really give it a pull to feel that stretch in the full back line of your leg. The legs smoothly pass through the air, go 4 to 5 inches apart. They maintain their own pathway, whether they're going up or down. Lift legs up and support the base of your head with your hands. Hold the head up a little higher, pull the others down and switch your knee. Now we're going to press the legs forward, just aiming across the ceiling, across the sky, and exhale, lift the legs up. So notice this is deliberate and slow movement. So you're not just bouncing the legs up and down. This way you know how far you should go, right? Because you'll feel the abdominal wall really super engaged to support the pelvis in this level position. We don't want to take the legs so low that the body rocks. Or the arching your back really increases. That can be too much load for the spine. So one more, inhale to press away, exhale, sink the belly deep, and then lift the legs up with your hip flexors. And we twist to the right and to the left. Legs following that path forward and back like pistons. And the upper body twists and turns and reaches. Armpits, inner thigh. So you're not just moving the shoulder, you're not moving the elbow to pull yourself around, but you're picking up the chest and getting the work into the oblique abdominals. The opposite leg works to ground you to that hip. When we're set, we love it. Back to center. And we also lower the rest. So you can pull the knees in, let's circle the knees again. So a few times in one direction, and then a few times in the other. And then we roll up again. This time open the legs for spine stretch. Lift up a little bit, swing yourself behind you, perch right on your sit bones, bend the knees as you need to. You're gonna feel that little indent here in the lower back. You can also elevate your hips. But let's take the arms forward. Or advanced version, you can bring them up and turn the palms back, thumbs out. But holding the ball here, lift the ball to the ceiling. Take your upper back extension without changing the angle of your hips. Palms are forward, down, palms up, over and down. Over the imaginary ball here in front of us. Let the head hang and the shoulders relax. Press your heels in your sits bones and stack the spine coming up. Add the upper back extension and seat swan wish. And then exhale, forward and look down and back over again. The head leads the spine with a beautiful forward arc. Press down, and then you sink your back up an imaginary wall. And then waterfall the shoulder blades on top of that wall. Up into the sky, and then one more time over and down to hold on to your ankles. Or wherever you can. Toes, could be legs, anywhere. And now we're coming in for oblique balance and rocker. So we look again, full joints in front of the mat. And here, the hands go inside the legs, wrap your hands on top of the ankles. And as you pull your waist back, pull the tail up, lift your feet, and we'll take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Extend the leg. Try to keep it sort of even with your shoulder, and then bring that heel back in, which is with the feet connect. Left leg up. The hand can roll a little bit to the outside of the leg. And then bring it back to the inside. Extend your reach up, stretch the knee as much as possible, pull it back in. And of course, when you're still working on making hamstrings, the knees bend. Sometimes for quite some time, but yes, we've all been there. One more like this, right leg up, and then close, and now the left. And then we do both legs simultaneously. They go up and narrow, they stretch and pull up. So this is a balance challenge. It helps out your eyes softly reaching out onto your focal point. Pull it back, and let's take it up and then roll. So here, you may want to adjust your hands so they're not holding the feet of the calf muscle. Look into your abs and roll back, and shoulder blades. Exhale forward to come up. And yeah. And of course, this is always challenging because after doing rolling with the ball, we now have the legs extended. It changes your center of balance. So sometimes it takes the body like a moment or a year, to accommodate that. So here we go. Pull back in and forward balance point. Close the legs, reach the arms up, practice your T-bird, and then we can bend the knees and roll on back. For corkscrew. So glad you got to do that. And thank you for coming to class for as much time as you could. Okay, I'll see you first week in September. Yeah. Remember, we're doing it Tuesdays and Wednesdays starting September 2nd. Okay, so pull the legs into your chest. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. You can use a fair band if you wish around your legs, but we're circling first to the right, around to the left, and up to the top, and then reverse, going left, circle to the right, and back to center. Right. Try to keep the body really pretty still, but just get it going with weight shift around the side joints, around the edges of your sacrum. And as the legs go to the right, feel weight in the left side of the abs. As the legs go to the left, feel weight in the right side. Again, this is a deliberate movement with counterweight on the opposite side from where the force is, where the weight is. All right, so now let's roll up again here. Come up to sitting and open the legs here for soft. You can always elevate your hips if you need to, if your hips are tight today, or generally, that also happens, right? So we lift up for tall, rotate to the right and right. Right, center to go on the other side. Now, for some people, even if their hips are really elevated, they can benefit from this exercise. It really doesn't feel too tight to find any movement. You can do this in a standing position, which would be your gateway to the exercise. And let's twisting over again here to your left. Come up when you're even and lower the arms, bring the legs together. And then we'll flip over to the lower arm. Arms extend over your lower. Arms can be a little wider than shoulder width if you're going to be chest tight right now. Suspend your head off the ground, ears between arms, and the legs lengthen out in the opposite direction. So we pull forward the head and the heart and pull back with the shoulder blades. Using your triceps and lats so that your body up. Look up here and feel the stretch in your abdominal wall. And then zip your belly into the mat, the bottom to the top. And gradually lower your gaze until you're looking down slightly forward on your mat. And again, you pull the collarbones wide to pull the weights down your back. Push into the arms to give you a little extra lift. And then take it down incrementally, a little bit at a time. So sort of with the roller rolling on the mat, teach your spine about lowering one vertebra, another one, another one, sequence here. And I'll stretch the arms out until maybe you both stretch in your armpits, lats and cats. And then pull yourself up as you pull the legs back down and stretch your tail. So look up on the way down to the very end. Okay. And then we'll put the roller aside. Push back into your child's pose. Round your back, curve it, stretch out. Your neck is just like this. And then we'll go forward onto our forearms next. Press down through your forearm, look up at the eyes of the chest, and pick the right foot in the two and down on the left. This is designed to help you really stretch out your quads and your hips. So while the pubic bone is down, you're trying to pull the belly up and away from it, pull the chest up and away from that, and bring the gaze up and away from that. So that again is an extension to the upper back. And the arms are actively pressing down so you don't allow some initiative. One more time, taking the left leg in and then release down. Now double leg hip, you're gonna lay down and turn your head to the right. Overlook your hands on your lower feet. And let the elbows drop down. Take a deep inhale to lengthen the body, and lifting down the toes. As you exhale, think through times with legs, 1, 2, 3. When you're gaze center, take the arms back, lift your chest, and then come down, looking left, and we pulse here. Bringing the heels in as close as possible to the glutes without bouncing the butt up and down. The arms can reach back, flipping the fingers, the thumbs. If you can manage that. And again here, if you use it for it. If that's a little too much for your shoulders, you can just take the arms back, parallel to each other, either palms up or palms in, and then take it back down. Last time here. Repeat 3 pulses. Feet to the ground simultaneously. Lift it up. Pull the legs together. Lift your eyes up, lift your chest. Down we go, and push back off into another child's pose. Second spine up to top. And here, let's go into our shoulder punches. Okay, so feet are grounded and parallel. Roll yourself back down. And then the arms lengthen here at your side. All right, so we press back and down with the heels, so we pull forward and up with the tail. Try to slide the knees forward. As if they want to reach into the wall in front of you. And then here, let's push the top of the shoulders down to get the chest up into breast extension. Push into the inner edges of your feet and the rest of the feet as well. And really boost up with your glutes to open your hips. Feel the strength here in your quads. And now we roll to the inner arm. And allow the upper back to sink into the ground. Melt into the floor from the top to the toe. All the way down, you rock over your sacrum and feel the lift of the waist underneath you as the tail gets heavy. And again, begin with your pelvic tuck. Waist pushes down, the tail moves up. And then pull your toe forward, pull your knees forward, stretch your hips open, going up by using the glutes to lift the hips. Come into that upper back extension by rolling to the outer arm and pushing the top of the shoulders and the outer edge of the shoulders into the back. You want to keep your neck long so your gaze is up and slightly back. And then roll to the inner arm. Articulate the spine down, 1 vertebra after the next. See if you can feel like you're sort of tractioning your spine out, all the way down and relaxing the tail down at the end. One more time like this. There's almost a little push down and away with your feet to start the rocking of the pelvis. The pelvic tuck. And every vertebra that lifts pulls the next one after it, in sequence with strength, all the way up here, and then again all the way down, curving the upper back, where you have to move the shoulder blades in order to move the upper spine. Otherwise, you're just been stuck and sort of also stuck in your neck. All right, from here, we're rocking forward and up. First spine twist, I'm gonna actually try to see my class. So your feet flex, legs together, tail tries to reach out behind the mat and up the wall, arms extend, and we rotate to the right. 1, 2, 3, back to center, and to the left, twist, twist again, rotate around your axis. Enjoy this, trying to keep the pelvis stiff. You can tell if the feet stay aligned, like up against the wall. You're not shifting the pelvic pad, you're fine. And again here. And then we lower the arms down and onto our backs down the gently. You always have the option of skipping it if you don't want to do it. But you can also take your roller and take it underneath your sacrum if that's your preference. All right, so here, once you're down, you're not going to turn your head. You're just looking up towards the ceiling and back. So pull the legs in, squeeze them together, extend the legs up, and just like rollover, the legs go forward, you swing the back and lift the hips. You can start with the legs low, and then you can pick them up to the ceiling using your glutes. And then to come down, roll your spine down. You would have the option of bringing the legs back over your chest and over your face again. Or more advanced, you keep the hips more open on the way towards the right. So you reach the legs out, press your hands into the floor, push them out of the way to lift the tailbone up, and take the legs up as high as you want. Just don't roll on your neck, like on your shoulder blades and part of the skull. And then we're coming down. So imagine your feet are still trying to slide up into the ceiling. As you come down, with your back pulling you down, the abs releasing you down, there's still energy up and away. So we push down in order to lift. And then we lift, should we say it's going down? Really breathe, very helpful. But often we forget, like when we do something difficult or when it's something new. So that's part of the learning process also. And here we're going to flip. Actually, going to stay here for teaser. So let's come up to sitting and practice from above first. Just pull yourself up. And let's start with this first one. So we look at pelvic tuck. Pull the feet off the ground. And look out towards your toes, hands behind your thighs. And we begin looking into your belly, just increase the pelvic tuck. The legs start to go in just a little bit as you go onto your sacrum. That's the important bit, because you want to really imprint your waist down, so the legs reach out and away. And you can pull the knees towards you as you're pulling your body up. I know, it's a lot, right? So be sure that your sacrum feels comfortable. Sometimes people have to put extra padding on either side of it or underneath it as well. And here we go. Looking into your abs. The tail curves up and imprint the low back down, sacrum into hips and into waist. And the legs stretch out and eventually you get down so the legs touch and the hips touch. And then you come out of your upper arm curl. Palms are upward, pushing forward. Pull teaser from the ground. So you start with your head lifting, look down your legs, slide the arms forward, now the shoulders in, and then you scoot yourself up. You can do straight legs, or you can bend the knees in, whatever works for you. This is also something you can do with the band around your feet, right? So grab one if you want it, tuck and look down, all the way here. Heels touch where the blades do. Super important not to let your hip drop when your feet are still in the air. All right, and then last one to come up. Let's bend the knees in and rotate to the right, and then to the left. Twist your towards the left side, while holding the legs steady. We're set here. You're going to draw like a semicircle. Come back to center. Hold on to the back of your legs. Extend the legs up. Tuck a little bit more. Balance one. Lift the arms. Beautiful. And then you can lower your feet, bending your knees. Open your knees and dive lower your knees. That energy all the way. So from here, let's go into some of the planks. So we'll be on either your forearms or your hands facing down first. If you're going to be on your palms, spread your fingers wide open. You can also, if you feel like this is a lot, to have your hands and your forearms at 90 degrees, you can roll up your mat or fold a towel and place it underneath so that your fingers will lower. This would lessen the flexion at your wrist, which is important when you're first doing this and loading the hand and wrist. All right, so you want your shoulders sort of over the wrist here. Take one foot back, curl the toes under, bring the other foot back. And then we pull the head forward and the tail back, push the floor away. Now from here, we're going to lift the right leg up, reach back with the left heel, come forward with the chest and lower the right foot. Pick up the left leg, go back, the right heel, forward, lower the left leg. Try it again if you want, or stay in your plank. Back, forward, foot down, other leg, back, forward, foot down, good. And then sink to your knees softly. And then sit way back with your butt over your heels. If that's okay for your knees, if not, lay on your back with your knees into your chest. Okay. Coming up, let's do a side plank with your forearms. So you'll be on your side. The legs extend out and the top leg is just in front of the bottom leg heel into the base of the toes. And then you can push through, bend your knees a little bit. Push down into your arm, lift up. And then you can lift the top hand up. Pull the legs together and give the bottom leg supporting the top one. Slowly come down. Now, if you want a variation, you can take your top foot in front, like in figure 4, and really use this foot pushing into the ground to help you come up. And then you can lift the arm or keep that hand in front of you to come up into a bit of a plank with 4 points of contact. Right? And then you can one day. Okay. Let's try the other side then. Let's do the other side. And you can try either or both of those options. Yeah. I'm going to demo the one with the bent knee in front first. So also be sure the edges of your feet are on your mat because sometimes the floors can be slippery, right? So figure 4 position with the top leg forward. Press into your shoulders to be a little behind your elbow to begin. And then you come forward to bring your shoulder right over the elbow, push into the ground. And then you have the option to go with your fist and pushing your hand here or lifting your arm straight up. You want to keep lifting the hip and the bottom leg so you're not sagging into the ground, gravity. And then let's put it down. We'll do a second one here. So this is going to be the version with straighter legs. They start a little bit bent because you have to move forward to come up and get that length in your body, like an arrow leaving the bow, right? So you're going to push down with your arms, come up with your hips, pull your shoulder right over your elbow, and lift the top arm and reach the top arm with as much energy as you're pushing down into anything that's connected to your mat. Maybe one more breath. Soften to the ground. Check out your hands like this. And here we do one facing up. So with this, we usually get a little confused because in yoga, I think the fingers go forward, bodies, they're back. But honestly, sometimes they're out on the diagonal because it's just as much rotation as people have. Right, so you want to have your legs in front of you and the knees just slightly bent. You're going to push the heels down and back. Push through the arms and then curl the tail up and forward. You can either look straight ahead or you can hang your leg out and close to the bottom. Whichever you prefer. It's helpful to have the knees just a little bit bent as you pull the heels towards your wrists. To feel that support into the back line. Push down into the ground, anything touching that, which is your hands and your heels right now. And then lower. And of course, a lot of times people just practice like the table, like this, to start looking straight into this position, right? And you have what remember to use your glutes, so your hips open. And you're not sagging your butt down to the ground. And then we lower down. Okay, check out your hands and wrists. Really good job. And here, swimming. I'm going to use the roller. It's sort of challenging for me. You could also do this either from ground Or if you had a magic circle or ball in front of you, you could take your hands to that. The magic circle is actually pretty nice. It really lifts you up and fly. But here we go. So you extend the arms out. Ears between arms to begin. Pull the shoulders back, lift the chest up, and start kicking the legs from your hips. Walk the one arm up and down, alternating or not. And then we can go ahead and lower down. And then let's put this aside. Another child's pose. Curve your back, switch it out. And let's come upright and end with a fan favorite. So we'll do your mermaid yarn. So this can be done with a Z-sit leg. So one knee is out to the side and the sole of the foot presses into the thigh of the inchly rotated leg. Okay. And we're first just going to hold on to the inchly rotated leg. And then bring the arm up and side bend towards that. Bring your gaze up towards your fingertips, your hands back in line with your spine. And then pull yourself up, bottom, up to the top of the side seam. And now bring your hand to the mat. Tip your head, dive over and bring your elbow to the ground. Push down to lift your waist and ribs. And open the shape here. Sink your hip down, coming up. And float to the other side. I know, right? You deserve this. I put you through it today. Up. And over you go. Over reach. Feel the whole side seam open up. You really feel the flaring of the ribs open. We'll go over one more time like this. Now lift your top arm up to the ceiling. Take it back and look back behind you at your fingertips. And then scoop the arm around and through the bridge here. And then take it forward and up and back, rotating your chest away from your upper arm. And you cup the palm to move it flexion. Plus rotation here. And then open it up, rotation into extension. One more time. Like you're holding a ball in that hand. And then you release the ball and flare the palm open as you go back. Come back with the arm to the ceiling. Bring it over your ear. Lift your waist and then press to come up and over again. Coming up, throwing the arm and to the other side. So you may have a favorite side. And but first we're going over. But we try to give both sides a good time. And then come up and over you go. Drop the head. Look up maybe towards your fingertips. Keep your neck long. Push to the ground. Up. You work into your obliques, your sideline. As your flip the head up, extend the arms, the hand slides out and down. And really with the weight of your head, the weight of your shoulder girdle, open up your side seam, push into the floor and drag yourself up, hip, waist, and ribs, arm, head, neck, head. Over we go. And then this time we'll go over, first into your side bend. And then lift the top arm up and look behind you, reach it back. And we scoop the arm around and under. Pull it forward, up and back and reach. And again, around the curve. Let your gaze push the hand away, up the leg underneath you. And down. After this one, arm lifts, side bend. And then pull up. And over. Good. Thank you, guys. This has been a great summer series. I really loved having you in class. It's been wonderful. I hope you all have a great August, whatever you're doing. And then we'll be back in September, hopefully. We start classes September 2nd and 3rd. So we're back to 2 times a week still in June. Great. I know, good. Thank you so much. Great job.